Okay, when we left off in the last video, we had just entered in the data for the two records indicated in figure 2-47, and I had noticed that I had not done the caption for product ID. The next step, and this is step number 8, is to import from an Excel spreadsheet the data, the remaining records that we want for this. Now, one of the things I tried to stress last time is that it's important to be accurate. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and make a mistake on purpose. So like I'll do product, instead of product ID, I'll do product IDs. I'll put an S on the end, or maybe a more common thing would be product space ID, something like that. This one little space or one character that's mistyped will cause a problem. So we'll save this and then close it. So at the end of step 7 it said to get everything set, close that. Now we want to import. Now the whole reason we're doing this import is because we don't want to have to type everything. So to import, you're going to go to external data and you're going to choose. Now I'm going to import or am I going to export? In this case I'm doing an import, so I want to be in this grouping over here. And what type of file am I importing? Well, it tells you it's an Excel file, right? Spreadsheet. So I'm going to choose Excel here. Once I choose that, then I just have to browse to the location, and the file that you're looking for again is going to be where all your data files are for this particular exercise. So I'm going to go to my desktop, go to Access 1, Review, and there's my file, the supplies file. So I choose that. Now when you import, you have three options when you're importing an Excel file or a text file. You can either import it as a new table, which we could do, but we already have the table structure created, so I don't want to do that. I can append, meaning add the records to an existing table, which is what I want to do, or I can just create a link. We're not going to do links in this particular class, so we'll skip that one. But append a copy of the records to which table? Well, I want to make sure it's the product table, because that's what I'm trying to import. So I browse to the correct file, I choose what import I want, and then I click OK, and that will start the wizard. Now, when you have an Excel file, if there are multiple sheets, it'll give you the opportunity to pick a sheet. And this particular Excel file has just one sheet. And you can see product ID, supplier ID, so on. So I'm going to go ahead and try to import this, and I'll choose Next, and then Finish. And now I have this error, right? Product ID does not exist, and that's true because I misspelled product ID. I have a space in there. So it will stop you from importing. I have to cancel, go back to my product table. So if you get that error, that's Excel's way of saying, or Access's way of saying, you have a field name that's misspelled. They've got to match. So I'll fix that and I'll try it again. So I'll try to go through this quickly here. Okay, so we're doing the same thing we just did a second ago. And we'll finish and close. Now, to see the result of that import, just go back and open up the product table. And now all of a sudden, instead of having just 2 records, we have 67 records. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that you have your field names in there properly. Otherwise, again, you'll have that error that I just showed you. Let's see, resize columns. So that is steps 8 and 9. And we'll go ahead and stop the video here. We'll come back and talk about creating relationships between the two tables that we now have in our database.